Why is it on default, bro?
Boom was good, chat. Yo, I'm sorry, iPhone warning for anyone who's watching it, but like, yeah, it was good. It was good. We are here. One Piece chapter 1154 review. You already know what's up. We about to read the chapter, get into it. A lot of thoughts, bro. This like, sorry, this is a very revealing chapter, bro. Like a lot of drops, a lot of new information, bro. Like it's crazy. Oh, that's. I'll save my thoughts because, like, bruh, let's believe I'm crafting a video about this, bruh. Working on it as we speak. And if you know, you can go check out the video I just dropped about Emu's master plan and the ancient wars. You know, it's on my channel, so you all can go check that out. Just dropped it, fresh, brand new, hot off the press, like bread. But now I've started the TikTok stream, so enough of that, bruh. Let's get into it. I can't even die. So when I reviewed the when I did my spoiler video, I was like, what is this like in reference to? But now we know this is Loki. He's like, I can't even die. He was this sad about it. The last person we heard say that was Kaido. So like, oh, I just ate too. That's why I was late. Sorry, Chad. I had to eat. May I be getting into it, right? 63 years ago, Lord Jorul. Jorul, the oldest man in the present day, lost his partner. Cascade Beard Jorul was struck down dead by the hands of a certain young girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, are they saying that Jorul? So, yeah, are they saying that Jarul was gay, bro? Because, like, I mean, shit. Alright, Oda, I see you. I like when he does this, unexpected twist, bruh. Jarul, the oldest man in present day, lost his partner. Cascade Beard Jorul was struck down dead by the hands of a certain young girl. Her name was Charlotte Linlin, a mere human, yet she left a large part of the giant village in ruins. She would later go on to become an emperor, earning the epithet Big Mom. Yo, Linlin really killed a giant as a kid, bruh. The same year, Elbaf faced a string of tragedies. It was calamity after calamity. Sudden fires, windstorms, and bitter cold. Waves devastated the crops. The abnormal weather also brought fishing to a halt. This once magnificent land had fallen into famine. Oh yeah, no, on this side we see all the giants frozen. They went fishing. They got tridents. Interesting. Now, do you see this is all that child's doing? This land was cursed because you all failed to kill it immediately. No, surely it's coincidence. Bruh, that's Estrid in her bed, bruh. Crash, goo. Bruh, baby Loki, bruh. Loki looks sinister, kinda. He's staring at me. Prince Loki, bruh. Look how big he is. As like a baby, bruh, compared to this giant. That's crazy. Like, look at it, bruh. Take it away. Don't ever let that monster near me again. Prince Loki, you have to keep away from your mother's room. Bruh, he's almost the size of like regular giants, bruh. He was probably born like what, 10 meters tall, bruh? Gouge out those monstrous eyes. If left unchecked, his curse will grow till it brings about this nation's collapse. Bruh, look at poor baby Loki crying, bruh. It's it's really tough. His mom, hold on, let me. Yeah. Poor baby Loki, bruh. He got it tough right now. His mom's hate him, bruh. I'm hungry. Sorry, sweetie. That was the last bit of bread we had. Damn, you're going revving. We could easily steal what we need from the humans. Revving. Yeah. Ain't that how it's always been in Elbaf's history? Don't be ridiculous or senseless. Raid on them would only bring shame to Elbaf. That's the law of the land now. Those bastards from Hunter's village are attacking. What are they? It seems they've hit other villages too. Quick, arm yourselves. Don't let them loot the village. Internal giant struggles weren't unheard of during desperate times, but these incidents only resulted in making the period more severe and bloody. The country was engulfed in chaos. I heard a rumor about that princeling born in the castle. He's cursed, and the bitterness festered as spirits broke. Oh, that's tough, bruh. Hajarden, hey, wait. Hey, Hajarden, your brother doomed this country with his curse, huh? As his elder brother, you'll take responsibility as a sacrifice. That's crazy, bro. It's not unheard of in the cultures of One Piece, bro, but they was ready to sacrifice Hajarden. Look at Ida in the corner here hiding, bro. Excuse me, what are you talking about? Don't you know my son's a cutie who's gonna be the world's longest living man? Can it, Ida? You're nothing but an outsider who seduced Harold. Go to hell, I love this country. Damn, bro. Yo, just me. Appreciate the likes. Thank you, fam. They was ready to piece Ida up, bro. She said she don't lay a finger on my mom. I'm gonna flatten you. Yo, Harold, yo, 46 likes. Thank you, fam. Harold pulled up and turned bro into a pancake, bro. That King Harold. Brothers, you must not fight amongst each other. The king. Oh yeah. Oh wait. I'll show you all that in a second. For those who are not watching on TikTok, bro. Word reached me about Loki's birth and the recent famine. I was building a rapport with various nations when the news came. Our allies acted without hesitation. They loaded tons of food and supplies to be shipped here. Humans may be small in stature, but not will. Our allied nations came together to ensure that we got enough to truly fill and satiate our giant bellies, bruh. Yo, 186, yo, thanks, fam. We will graciously accept their aid. Harold, how are we supposed to dock on the island? It's as big as you'd expect. Dig in and fill your hearts with gratitude. Oh no, this is a fire double spread, bruh. Let me see. Oh, whoops. Yo, that's a fire double spread. All these ships coming to deliver food, bruh. Nah. W humans with this, bruh. If these good folk are ever in a pinch, it'll be our job to return the favor with all our might. Remember, this tiny world is ours to share. Yo, W Harold, bruh. Man, this man was a king, bruh. It's gonna make me sad when he passes, bro. It's gonna make, and I like that Oda does that. He's showing us, 200 likes. Appreciate that, bro. He's showing us like that Harold really changed, bro, and he was focused on forging alliances with. Cause look at all the food on these ships, bro. Like that ship has food hanging off the back, bro. Damn. Yo, W humans, W Harold, W diplomacy, bro. Queen Estrid continued to publicly declare that the plague suffered by Elbaf were brought on by the accursed prince right up until the eve of Harold's return. She denounced her son with bitter hatred until her final anguished breath. Yo, Harold's crying, bro. Yo, Jack, what's good, bro? What's good? Appreciate the likes, fam. So she died before Harold returned, bro. So that famine went on for a while, so Loki was just growing up. Naturally, the people believe her passing was part of the curse. Loki, my son. Bro, you see her, bro? Yo, what's good, Jack? What's up, fam? So, Harold loved his son, bro. Like, Loki wasn't no cursed child, bro. Yo, look at him with his eyes all bandaged up. He was doing that since a toddler. I mean, yeah, his mother hated them, bro. He was born with a condition that affects his eyes. Well, he could see, but I understand. What a pity. He can't even smile for me. I guess it makes sense he did just lose his mother. At only a few months old, Loki had given up on love. You sure have a lot of scrapes. No, those are... Bro, they ain't telling Harold what this mad... I mean, that makes sense, though. That makes sense, because the man just returned. You know, you ain't want to tell him that, oh yeah, Estrid dropped him into the underworld after he was born. Like, bro, what? What? Harold's diplomacy soon started to bear fruit, and Elbaf's winter finally came to a close. Branch Route 1, that's right, it'll help build inter-village trade and communication. Restoring the fractured nation and venturing across the seas continued to be prioritized while other things became an afterthought. Freak, Estrid's older brother, was appointed as Loki's personal steward. Yo, why is he hating on the kid? Is he blaming him? Why doesn't Loki... I mean, I know this might be a point of contention for Ida, but like, why doesn't Loki go chill with Ida and Hajarden? Like, that's literally a brother. I got it. He got a rough start, but like, damn, bro. This is the realm of the dead. Isn't it dangerous here? The coastline keeps this area separated so the beast won't come near. You're so cute when you're worried. Oh, okay, so she built this bar that Shanks and the rest of them went to. This has to be on a piece of the underworld that is separated from everything else, so the weather's actually nice there. Don't you have training with Elbow from West Village? You should head back. This is Ida's Tavern. You hear fishermen, castaway, even pirates. I'm ready for any and all customers. With any luck. Yo, Raf Gaming, what's good, bro? With any luck, I'll be of help to Harold. Yo, Dobby, bro. Ida's a Dobby. That, bro, I mean, okay, he got married to Estrid, and we got Loki out of that marriage. We like that. We appreciate that. But bro, why didn't let my boy marry Ida, bro? She would be a perfect queen for Elbaf, bro. She really cares. Even if they ostracized. No, sorry, I had to burp. Whew. Might be. Even though they ostracized her, you're from Trinidad and yeah, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, bro. You can tell from my accent. But yeah, bro, even if they ostracized her, bro, like she's still out here trying to do the best to improve relations between Elbaf and other countries. Man, like, yo, 56 years ago, Ja Rule's house. Okay, so now this is 56 years ago. Where did the chapter start? Oh, whoops. Bruh. Me too. Oh, big up the 868. 63 years ago. So, alright. 63 years ago is when everything happened with Big Mom. And now this is 56 years ago. So, that would be about 7 years has passed. What's he saying? You were at the scene of the reverie incident, Harold? Yeah, my friend was one of the invited kings. He smuggled me in as one of his guards. I couldn't ask the question I wanted to without blowing my cover. If that murder hadn't happened, I might have been exposed. Okay. Yo, what are the odds that that very friend who snuck him in was Rox, bro? Yo, I'm willing to bet that that king that snuck him in was Rox, bro. I think Boa Hancock will help Luffy in the final fight. Definitely, bro. She'll help Luffy anytime, without any like reservations. If you were caught, all this would be the least of your worries. Have you heard about the Galera Warhammer Company? They're that gruff troop of giant shipwrights that arm themselves with warhammers, right? I thought they were just a myth. Kanji is Great Hammer Battalion. Furigana might be a spin on Galela, yeah. Weird. No, they existed. They really did travel far and wide, sending letters back to Elbaf. The final letter said that they'd all been captured. Can you believe it? Over 100 warriors were taken prisoner, including ancient giants. So I checked the timeline on this because I remember this in the spoilers, and Aokiji was, I don't even think Aokiji would have, no, he wasn't born as yet. This is way back when, bruh. So someone else, the ice fruit is an option here, or a mythical zone with an ice ability. You think the world government was reasonable? There is no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. Okay, wait, hold on. Can you believe over 100 warriors? Okay. You think the world government strongest pirate was Rox D. Zebek because it took Roger and Gap to kill him. I didn't believe it. Nah, bro. I still think Oda isn't gonna sell us like that and not have it be Roger and Gap who fights Zebek. But no, I'd like, we're gonna see Zebek in this chapter, bro. That's what I'm lit for. So like, we gonna get into this, bro. You think the world government was, I said reasonable, was responsible? There's no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. However, they sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history, to be blunt. What does he mean? Sorry if that was loud, bro. What does he mean by that? Who sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history? The world government? Bro, the sinking keeps coming back and back and back, bro. I don't think Rox was the strongest pirate in history. I think he was the second strongest pirate. I think the strongest had to be, the first pirate, Joy Boy. Into the ocean at a certain point in history, to be blunt. There's probably a deeper reason why your ideals haven't worked out. And it has nothing to do with you. Lingering animosity, huh? Oh, so now they're talking about Oda said he doesn't like to kill characters. That's why we barely see characters die. Yeah, I know, but it happens. So right here, they're positing about the discrimination. What they're talking about here, to like be bluntly, is discrimination that the world government executes against um, countries of different races. Because that's something Harold said in earlier chapters. He was like, "Yo, why can't the countries just trade freely and move freely? The government is blocking that because they don't want the countries talking, because they don't want anyone researching into the void century, bruh." Ja Rule is basically telling Harold, yo, the government ain't want you doing what you were doing. These are just rumors, but I also heard a story about a frozen army of giants somewhere. It seems our people are regarded as enemies of the larger world. Clearly, but I've already resolved to face any hurdle. Prince Loki, I know you cursed and killed my little sister. Prince Loki, bro, what? That's an insane jump, bruh. Now let's see what kind of garbage we'll be serving up today. Wow, the horse of fortune died. The steward's body was in the realm. The steward's body was in the realm of the dead. So they're showing us like things people are accusing Loki of as he's getting older, bruh. 48 years before present day, the village the villages drew closer in terms of trade and identity, and the nation stood. Nice posters in the back. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yo, this one was custom. It's supposed to be of me, but they did their own thing, bro. Okay, 48 years. So we was just at 56. So this is another 8 years going by here, bro. No, yeah. My dream is to join hands with many other countries around the planet for the giant race to be welcome all over this grand world. King Harold's so cool. He's changed so much. He's gonna be a king. He will go down in history. Well. You look thrilled, Hajruddin. Is it cause you're illegitimate prince? Is it cause you're illegitimate? Prince Loki is the true heir, right? Bro, what? These grown gods like creating animosity between Hajruddin and his brother, bro. You're just an illegitimate throwaway. And Loki's laughing at that. Yeah, bro. Okay. Harold and Loki need to piece it up, bro. As adults, as brothers, they need to like shake hands and be like, alright, we both understand that like it's the nation who's been pitting us against each other. It's not us. We are not the problem. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, jeez. Beat them all up, guys. This is Elbaf, the world's strongest country. We don't need weaklings here. Loki, driven by scorn, unleashed chaos onto Elbaf. Yo, I already know him as a little kid was beating grown giants, bro. You see, look, he laughed at the feeble as they ran. Hey, Loki, Dad went through hell to rebuild this village. Huh? You think you get to call my father Dad? Bro, look at the size difference in them already, bro. I don't get why everyone respects him. He's dumb for trying to play nice with those human insects. Hey, I will be right back. Oh, you are good, man, Raph. So this is exactly how Harold was when he was This is exactly how Harold was when he was Loki's age. Crazy theory here. But do y'all see Loki by any chance falling in love with Nami or Robin, bro? I'm just saying, bro. Because we saw with Harold, it took Ida to change his way of looking and thinking at the world, bro. And so if he sees maybe Nami, Robin, one of them, bro. Because we know he tried with Lola and Lola was like, nah, which is crazy. It's crazy, son. But yeah, bro, like, nah, I just, because the way he is right now, I mean, he's a little insufferable brat, bro. But still, we should all try to see from each other's perspectives. Don't get cocky just because you're big. Being cocky is my right. I'm the prince. Don't you dare talk back to me, run. And he knocked him down. Yo. Bro. I back yo. What's good, Raf? Hajruddin, stay back good. He'll think you're his friend. Loki will hit you next. We are a friend, you dummy. Hajruddin, are you okay? He needs first aid. Good and all the other giants helping him. You're so pathetic I could puke Ajruddin. You're just a group of weaklings huddling together. It's because of your mom's Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. Ajruddin has every right to have the beef that he has, bro. Cause like I would have the same beef too if someone was telling me my mom's blood is filthy. Like who is you, bro? I'd roast him too. Young master, that's going too far. He's still the son of the king. He's also a prince. Don't call him a prince. Look, he spread pain and destruction, but nothing he did filled the hole in his own heart. Damn, bro. You know, I feel bad for him, bro, because right after doing all of that, bro, he literally jumps off from the underworld, falls, and literally tries to, you know, himself. And he's like, I can't even die, bro. He's so sad. It's tough. It's tough. What's the deal with this island? Where's the welcome committee? Yo, a mountain cut in half, bro. Yo, oh, huh? We found one. Look, it's a giant. It's a giant whelp. This is definitely Elbaf. This brat's got one hell of a devil face. I know he's giant, but isn't he a bit too big? Hey, kid, why are you crying? Harold spotted this particular man 8 years ago during the revelry. He single handedly killed a Navy HQ admiral and vanished without a trace. This feat earned him a massive bounty and the government's ire. Alright, kid, you better say yes to both these questions. I ain't the type that takes no for an answer. First off, this Elbaf, land of giants, yeah? Second, we'll find Harold here, yeah? Yo, Rocks D. Zeba. I gotta show y'all his title card, bro. Hold on. Look at that, bro. Nah, this goes tough. Future captain of the Rocks Pirates, father of Emperor Blackbeard. Ooh. Ooh. Can you make the manga page more full? I can't see it too good. If can't I, it's okay. Like when I show you, so like when it's like now, the reason I have it like this is because if I show the full manga, if I show the full chapter for too long, bruh, YouTube will hit me with a copyright strike. So I can't. That's why. That's why like when I just reveal it, you can pause it and look at the page for a second. Wait, where'd Zebek start talking? Alright, kid, you better say yes to both these questions. I think he's holding out his hand like that, bruh, because he's asking him two questions. Bruh, he looks yeah, normal. Bruh, he looks crazy just like Blackbeard, bruh. Like I see okay. So this is what I'm thinking it is, bro. On one half he looks purely like Blackbeard and the other half he kinda looks like Buggy. I think what this is, bro, is whatever special race Zebek and by extension Blackbeard is, bro, they are naturally born with two personalities in one body working together in harmony, like a fusion. What we get with the double iris eyes, bro, is that is when an outside soul inhabits the body and you have one natural soul and one outside soul. With Mihawk and Emo, it's the color red because Mihawk has the spirit of his sword. I believe Mihawk has the spirit of his sword imbued with him. So that's one of the steps in creating a black blade, number one. And that's why his eyes are red like that. And with Emu, I believe Emo got the spirit of a demon inside of them. I believe Emo allowed themselves to be possessed by a demon. And if you want to know more about that, go watch the YouTube video I just dropped, bro. I explain all of it there. But, yeah, no. Yo, Rocks looks tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shiki. That's why Blackbeard can eat two devil fruits. Exactly. That is why Blackbeard can eat two devil fruits, bro. Shiki got two swords on him. Whitebeard doesn't have the Kamigama or whatever it's called with him as yet. And I'm looking I'm looking at Rox's belt to see if he has a sword, because how did he really just cut that mountain? A lot of people thought it was the Ope Ope no Mi. I think if Rox has a devil fruit, bruh, I think it's the dark fruit. I think if Rox has a devil fruit, it is the dark fruit. I'm locking that in right now. It's possible that he could also have the Ope Ope no Mi with him, but what if Shiki was the one who cut this mountain down, bruh? Like, Shiki has two swords on his waist, bruh. That's no, like... And the way Shiki is dressed, it looks like he's from Wano. Or he spent some time in Wano, at least. Here they say future captain of the Rocks Pirates, so all he got is Newgate, Shiki, and Stussy with him. This is very reminiscent of Luffy's early crew, when all he had was Zoro, Nami, and Usopp was the other one they gained. So this would be Zoro, this would be Nami, and we would say this is Usopp here. But I feel like Shiki's a main combatant though. Kaido and Big Mom joined the crew after, years after. At this point, I bet they're gonna join the crew right after this, because Lin Lin would have to be in her prime to join Rox's crew. And they gave in this chapter began with the flashback. So far, about 16 years, I believe, have passed. 16 or 50. When I saw Rox, I thought Rox was Blackbeard and he ate too much. That's valid, bro. Bro, I just paid attention to this, but Rox has sideburns as well. And this color here, bro, yeah, he definitely has two personalities in his body. I'm gonna say he has the Ope Ope no Mi, and no, not the Ope Ope no Mi, the dark fruit, and another one, bro. But I don't know what fruit that is that Rox would have, bro. I'm not sure. Because I think that's where Blackbeard also got the two devil fruit thing from. Loki really looked up to this pirate. Maybe it's because Rox found him at a point in time in his life where he was at his lowest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but yeah, chat. This was a crazy review, bro. This was a crazy chapter altogether. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you all think in the comments if you're watching this back later on YouTube, bro. Let me know what's your theories, what you all thinking about it. Like, this is an insane chapter, bro. The Rox reveal goes hard as hell. We love it, bro. Oda's gonna have to reveal the God Valley incident to us in its full splendor, either in this arc or the next one. I feel like it'll be in the next one because Garp might come into play a little bit better there, since we know he's been captured. And the minute Luffy finds out that his grandfather is captured, it's clipped, bro. It's clipped, bro. He ain't playing like that. He ain't going to a repeater ace, bro. So, unless the government, but sword. You know, and the sword might have to spin back for him. So, we'll see how that goes. But, I think Emu would have ended Rox if he couldn't have been defeated. I think Rox was the first person in a long time. The average Chilios. Yo, what's good, fam? I expected Rox to look different. Nah, I didn't expect him to look different. I think out of all the silhouettes that we've gotten of from One Piece characters, because like, think about all the silhouettes, bro. Loki's silhouette. There was another character, bro. Loki and Kaido silhouettes, bro. They looked nothing like that, bro. Oda was really like cheesing us with that, with the silhouettes for that, bro. So I was like, yo, and I think Rox looks exactly like what we anticipated for his silhouette. I'm betting he's almost as tall as Newgate, or if he's not almost as tall, a little bit shorter, which is like crazy because Whitebeard is massive, bruh. But I think that has to do with their special lineage as well, because if you realize Blackbeard's stature is also large, but Blackbeard is built horribly, bro. I respect it though, because he has that real pirate design, you know what I'm saying? The massive stomach and stuff, bro. But yo, like I said, bro, this chapter, oh my gosh, and there's no break next week. Oda has to go into the Void Century more for us to know about Rox and Joy Boy. He doesn't need to go into the Void Century for us to know about Rox. Joy Boy, 100%. And I'm waiting for that flashback just as much as y'all, bro. If y'all want to hear a cool theory about the Void Century, I'm never going to stop plugging this, bro. My video that I just dropped, Emu's plan revealed, bro. Y'all can like go check that out. Kaido was the worst. Thought we would have a more group opinion on Rox. Bro, nah. Loki was the worst, bro. because like he made Loki seem like Harjariden's height and like a big chubby like bruh. And then we get one of the toughest designs in existence. Turns out Loki's as big as Oz. He's definitely joining the crew, bro. He's definitely joining the crew. But Kaido was terrible, bro. Kaido was bad, bro. Kaido looked like Loki, bro. Oda was not cooking with the silhouettes back then. He stayed consistent with Roxas and he tried to really deliver on that design. I feel as though he had this plan all along to make Rox Blackbeard's father, because Blackbeard's ship is literally named the Saber of Zebek. So, come on, what are you giving me here? You know, what are we doing? What are we doing here? But yeah, bro. Blackbeard is the only person who looks like a real pirate and acts like one. Exactly, that's what I was saying, bro. Blackbeard has that like real pirate design. You know what I'm saying, with the belly and the beard and the yeah. Like that scene with him and Aokiji in the bar, bro, that felt like some real pirate energy. You know what I mean? But we don't know, bro. We don't know. I mean, we don't know. I don't even know why I was saying that. But yeah, bro. Like I said, fam, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure and like the video if you're watching on YouTube. You know, leave that like. It really helps out with the algorithm and pushing it so I can do more and make more content for you guys. But like I said, bro, I really appreciate everyone who came out and watched the video, gave their likes and stuff, your internet. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. I will be back on stream in 15 minutes playing Fortnite Blitz Royale. So if y'all want to tap in for that stream, bro, you know, just pull back up and let me know. He's based on the realist part. Blackbeard is based on, Blackbeard, like, he had to make Blackbeard so cool giving him that name, bro. It's like, you gonna put Blackbeard in your story, you better make him tough, bro. Like, so, yo. This is a crazy and fun act. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't think Elbaf is anywhere near being completed, bro. I think we just getting into it, and Elbaf might be as long as Wano, if not a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. Because right now we in a flashback, just like we were in Wano, and we're getting the backstory and massive important reveals about the old generation, just like we were in Wano. And Luffy will get a power up to defeat the big bad. We don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see, bro. And I'm gonna have a video dropping about Blackbeard, Rox, and all that stuff, bro. Probably gonna be about Blackbeard's plan or the links between him and Rox. I had to read the chapter first before I could really like get my ideas together. But now that I have, bro, you know I'm gonna cook with that. So if y'all wanna see that video, bro, make sure and subscribe to your boy. It helps out a lot. But like I said, I'll be back in like 14 minutes now to stream Fortnite Blitz Royale. Y'all can tap into that. But until then, I just want to say thank you to all of y'all who came out and watched. And I will see you guys in the next one.